great synergy as well when you look towards the Jarvan, but there it is, the Cassante. Yeah, again, he's just such a good matchup. You will struggle in the early stages. You go for that early Bramble Vest, start to build up in towards that Ice Pushback a little bit here. I think it will very much change as we start to progress through the tournament. I think that's one of my favorite parts of Worlds is you kind of get to spot out exactly what Team Secret Worlds are up to.
Vertical jungle start, he goes in blind and he has to flash away immediately, naturally, but Taki's still here. With a remount, there's a lot more danger as Dyer comes in. He gets a bit of burst damage off, looking for the electrocute. Trimby looking for the re-engage as well. Morteus is just spreading the love with the flash, the reignite, the setup. Morteus in trouble, flash away. VKS running for their lives as First Blood's given over with a heal and the invade turning south. VKS are throwing away the game before it's even begun. You can see Trimby walking towards him, close to the smite range. Doesn't get knocked up, level 2 acquire, but Miru's on the way in. A Vault Breaker to be blocked away, and he's going to get Trimby. In the end, Trimby finds this easily. The auto from Miru, there's something back and a blue buff. There's a lot of danger coming from this rel. As you said, so far it's been really good. Die, meanwhile, though, a little bit low. Room Prison under turret. Miru, that blue buff is getting put to work. Play's not going to open anything, but a Realm Warp will. Dyer goes into Fog of War for a little bit, but an easy flag and drag. Wait for the Room Prison, he won't go anywhere. Cataclysm down, and a third kill, no. This time given over to the Java. As VKS aren't out of the woods yet.
Keep your eye on the Void Missile, can Eddie land this?
Eddie, no, not finding a target, but Hero's now here. The Empower W easily done. Morteus next up, second skin. A double kill over to the Croc, and crikey, damn! VKS are now in more trouble because Boal is committed to this play. He gets popped back, sent out, the all-out use over the wall, and a turret shot added in! Boal, that was beautiful! The setup with the flag and drag as the play continues, and Eddie now in new bits of trouble. He's got no mana to press the E button, and he'll die too. Might have to suicide. Already goes forward to reset the summoner. VKS pulling off at a 3k though, is still now imminent potentially. He still needs to hit the eye, it's there in front and he's taken it. Vault Breaker in, looking for the engage. Eddie repositions to the back of the fight and Disarmus is down first. Trimby went in, but just to die. While the Renekton was juicy meat, but you can't eat Crocodile today. Instead, try and eat Eddie, who flashes away. Set up from Boal, the all out, the true damage, waiting for that to come in because Cassante, no! He goes up, Boal went up, and Eddie went south. Miru sets up, a flash away from Darius, his to re-engages. Not only did he steal the Herald,
individual gold lead for himself. They're gonna collect the Dragon as well.
Oh, flash headbutt bolt to come on through here as immediately the exhaust is down onto Mako, but he has the Pump Blossom. He finds 2 with it, as there is the Void Rush from the Shy on that back line.
Starting a fight, Vault Breaker in, wrong place, wrong time, sets up the ulti, the dive. Classic Team Secret Wales. Heroes under turret, taking 2 shots, but it ain't like before. A charm up while Mary starts firing away, but between 2 worlds, sends VKS to the wrong one. It's a trade in the end, a good shutdown, yes, but now mid-turret's exposed.
Wave clear. It's not fantastic against the potential push here from Team Secret Wales.
He's trying to bait it. Eddie does take the bait into Miru there. They were lying in wait. It finally pays off. Eddie's down. The Summons with a shutdown.
And then it's a Nexus defense against an Elder Dragon.
Flush in from Taki, sets up with the Magnus Storm. Miru goes golden though. He's a little bit deeper now. The turret's gone. They've got nothing to lean back on. Between Worlds sets them up nicely as well. And the re-engage. Finally getting it done. We waited for 10 minutes for the LCP to smack
Wales crash down to the VKS and the hopes of the LTA cell.
LCP on the board first in a big way. Second seed, do it right. And Team Secret Wales, we expected dive comps. We got a dive comp in their BO1.
Strong duo on the bottom side that Gen.G can enable, and trying to deter Razork from getting involved is really where it's at, especially with Mickey taking the Nautilus. This is, we want to try and fight on this bottom side. We want, so at least at the moment, it looks like Fnatic should be able to get the lanes that I think they want being changed into a minion, so Kaiwing end up tanking the tower in Nico form, so he is to back out. The increased tower shot damage then goes on to the Zinzao, he is to back out for top lane.
Oscar, what? Driver just explodes for starts us off. Smite comes down, Junja's behind, seismic shot though, connects, the tangle barbs won't matter because Gen.G is in so much more trouble. Razork, the damage is beautiful as he flashes away the kill, and the deed is done. Honkyu now in trouble himself, he gets phase rush, he runs out, wants to re-engage with Driver now jumping. Not to press the D button was big.
But it does mean Fnatic have control here, and the interrupt on the reset has to flash away. but that's going to be the pressure on top side and the Void Grubs.
Wait, seismic shot comes through and he flushes away Poby at max range! He stares Gen.G in the face and says, all out's going to come through. True damage is nice. Driver running for his life. There was a solo kill before, but now there's help from Gen.G. Oscar and slowed down. Flip comes out. He dashes away and there's a bit of space created, but with a decimating smash, Oscar's gone too far. The shield out, no, never mind.
You talked about it in Champ Select. You don't really have anyone that can kill his Poby.
Oh my God, a melee range, Poby! Driver does it again, both his kills. Showing why there. Some insane players. Depth charge on Gen.G, but he just launches in. Razork is by himself. Pop Blossom in the meantime, it's a two-man. Tangle Bars becomes three, and Driver has them lined up, ducks in a row. Fnatic came in just to go. The flash away from Oscar. 18 minutes of the game is Upset, just has to back away. Poby's going to teleport. They're turning this into a play, but Mickey's already dead. He dredged on too early with the Weaver's Wall lining down mid. CFO already half out. Honku is covered by Driver's decimating smash. As Razork now found on an angle by Gen.G, and I feel like Fnatic are crumbling at the seams. A decimating smash. Poby with a good flick back, but Kaiwing will not perish. Gen.G now his angle has re-entered onto Upset. Damage is null. Fnatic receiving the wave. Good dredge line onto Honku. Seismic shove. True shot barrage. It's good with an exhaust, but again, they need to find a kill. Razork decided to go in and die. Okay, send it again. Now onto Driver with a dredge line. They're finally killing the Scion. They've done so, but a flip up from Gen.G, and he finds a new lease on life. Driver on the back line gets Fnatic nice and breaker. Ghost as well. Mickey wants a hook onto Honku. They say, hey, we found him. Let's get the mid lane. A seismic shove as well. Everyone launching in from Fnatic. Their pick with Upset setting the true shot barrage. A shutdown to Mickey's unfortunate, but a shutdown nonetheless. Now Driver's isolated as Kaiwing wanted an angle, but he's not going to be given it. The Devil, he can't get the Mega Blast Cone, and Gen.G punishes for that. Razork bops him away. Good defense from Poby, but Driver's here. Ultimate melee range, and Doggo snaps him down with a headshot. Big shove onto Driver. It's getting more and more tanky. The Bing. He's alive as Oscar flashes away. Meanwhile, Pop Blossom mid-realm warp. Away goes Oscar. He manages to shield it out as Honku gets shoved away. Poby's trying to stop the advance, but Gen.G says no. The Crescent Guard and Driver going for another spin. CFO have brought the game back.
Not fall. CFO.
Razork, he flash, he break Q onto Doggo, but there's a decimating smash behind him. Razork thinks wrong. All out comes in. Doggo's in a bit of trouble. Okay, over the wall. Oscar gets a shutdown. But let's not forget, this guy's become a bit squishy. And Gen.G likes that 2v1. Pack your bags.
Exactly. Honku pushing in this mid lane. Going to make it very difficult. Oscar in. Trying to play around that trap line, but
he sat on one. Headshot. Oh my God.
That's the tank.
He's such a good boy. And Gen.G is too.
It feels like for CFO.
Not just for CFO, Dagda. It's a victory lap for the LCP on day one. 2-0 is the kickoff. And CFO, we said they're the best of this region. They damn well put their money where their mouth is as they kick Fnatic in the jawline.
And they made it look easy. Driver getting kills against Poby, getting kills against the engage with Elyoya and kind of sync up, but I do think in this situation, yeah, the Lulu just a super strong pick because you don't have a lot of DPS on MKOI side apart from this Yunara, so finding ways to enable
her. Go is obviously everyone's biggest question.
Yeah, I think if I'm KT, what I'm going to try and do is operate through.
As you said, Engage is best. Speaking of Engage, it's Elyoya. Okay, he's got a Cataclysm up and available, and Peter's caught out in the river. Cuz here to support, but Cataclysm comes down, enables Jojo. Cuz has to flash away, but the dunk for first blood from Jojo. Super runs into Docdam. Okay, he sends out the Arclight of Judgment. It's set for Elyoya to get another knock-up. Whittling away is Docdam, running for his life. Smited down, barriers there. Super wants to be in range. Elyoya tanked it up. The Arclight was
close. They see all three members on the top side. They realize they went nothing for it, but damage.
Only one. Super jumps forward. He's got the Catmine steps in full transcendent. He's transcended Docdam. Damage. We're doing it again, though. Elyoya's back down. The Arclight of Judgment slows him down. Docdam's dead again. Super at 2 kills. Jojo wants to jump in. If they find a fight, it's all for naught here from KT. They're soft advancing, but a flash on, a Cataclysm, and there's Jojo finally. Cuz sent packing. And now with the ulti out, Perfect's in trouble. Meanwhile, the side of the fight, Super's picking up kills.
Setting up for the flank. They want to make sure they can get on towards PDD and Duckdam.
Here when all it takes is a set up with the path maker. Meanwhile, Cuz has been left by his team. The jump in there, Jojo's going to follow as well. Shockwave is big though. 3-man with a hot pot inside. MKOI ran in, it was a bait, it was a ruse, and Cuz drew them in. Flush from Docdam, ace in the hole. He sets it up now, and Super's in the ground. A steal looks hard, Elyoya looking to go in at Atakan, 15. Almost 14 flashes. They're in. Cataclysm steal! The king of the jungle from Madrid, baby! That's him! He hover around mid lane. Remember, Super's still big. Cataclysm is a 3-man for Jojo as well. Peter caught in the middle. His Winter's Bite saves his life. And Shockwave only 1 man. As there's a hot pot in the middle once again. Super chunked down and Cuz has found his man. Super might survive for now, but then the wind becomes lightning once more. Mirwin's over the wall.
It looks like
it would be a miracle. Mirwin needs a flip. They need the right target. The engage from Cuz. The all-in. Elyoya finds backline. Under Docdam. They're there, but where's the damage at? It's all up to Super, who's getting burnt asunder with 1 kill already going down. Elyoya sacrifices his life. Peter jumps in. Super re-engages with the wild growth, but it ain't enough. KT, we got excited for a reason. Break that little curse. Not a game won since their qualification to this event, but they'll start off the right way. They'll put LCK's name first, and we are looking exciting on KT.
it looked good to begin with for MKOI, but that man in the mid lane for KT shut down those hopes. In the rallying point of BLG, he has been the performer on this roster, and it was kind of waiting, as you say, until playoffs to see the rest of the team hit a point where they could be just as strong. And now it's on 100 Thieves to see if they can be stronger. Taking that
in bot lane, we are going to be focusing a lot on bot here, ladies and gentlemen, as you'd expect. We haven't seen an attempt for 100 Thieves to try and get this lane swap in order in the early
damage at this stage, and hasn't ticked over to level 6, so BLG trying to play off it.
Repel up, hang on, Quid sets up between worlds, on close to death, he gets bursted. First blood to 100 Thieves. Satchel charge out as River's in danger, but he gets a kill before dying himself. Now Elk might get one, but as he flashes away, he's got numbers against him.
Nice pick onto the support as well, and his only end up losing their jungler. Bin,
what he's been doing? BLG
with the Aurora, and she's going to reset. I think she's just got her first item completed.
So we're going to come through, but Ayla's face checking by himself. FBI wasn't there, and nor was River.
By shifting people down to that bottom side, they're covering the potential dive from 100 Thieves.
Oi.
Oh, wow.
Flash Cocoon, melee range. Elk flashes in as well. One more auto, though. FBI getting away is criminal. Call them. Rather than something that's a little bit more scaling, so this is nice. Anger from Ayla as well. Meanwhile, though, Quid in a 1v1 versus Knight ain't winning out. The flank turns bad, turns salty as the ground laid beneath them. River, though, stays alive for a damn long time, but Elk stands and fires the big.
Force Quid away from the tower. You're going to have 100 Thieves trying to make their way in on pause.
That's a busy
He's nowhere
spider.
to go.
He's up in the air. Yeah, there's no Krugs. Nuke down, and FBI gets the kill for the time being. That ward in front of Dragon paying dividends. There's ace in the hole onto Ayla. That's their engage. Maybe gives BLG a chance. There's still a potential at 3K. The Dragon in front of Beige 1, not stolen, and he'll die with it as well. A Cataclysm has been separated from the team. Dokler's zoning out BLG. He's getting poked out though with a snap engage. Finally connecting, and a kill down. Bin survived for a long time. There just ain't enough. He bought all the time in the world out with the tunnel for now, but there's Quid with the range. BLG running away. Elk can't do too much with the Crescent Guard in the way, and on is just a dead spider body. 100 Thieves for 3, BLG with 2. I see the play, I see the faith, I see an A! A triple turns into an ace, and the long con patience paid off.
The heist continues.
Hexgate's going to be used. On's also on the way, but Atakan within smiting range is down. A TP in front of Quid. They see it, they run, they're looking to escape. A tunnel user TP as well as Bin is there, but he's isolated by himself. FBI rampages over the Void Queen. Dokler doing the same, sends the ulti. Knight fails the flash, he can't escape either. And the 100 Thieves. They're a Dragon ahead, they found the fight. Ayla do not get caught out now, Shattering Strike. And he crashes down away. Elk. Bomb away. Quid the same. Quid the same. The assassination. Meanwhile, FBI's firing away. Bates one went in too deep. On's caught out as well.
They got to the top spots to represent the world stage, and they're taking Knight out.
Whoa. Smash down Knight. Put him in his place, Quid. You tell him. Spot out by War. That's Quid on the way in. Ayla as well as the engagement at the level 16 Aurora. forces the ghost out of the Caitlyn Bates one. Caught out here anyway, bombs down again. And Quid is 8-0-5. They talked about this guy putting on the last.
Like, this is prime position for 100 Thieves, and
H1. He went for the invade here, but FPI's near there. Mega Inferno bomb, bouncing bomb. What is that
no
guy?
answer for them here as Elk spotted Quid.
Yeah, he is. Quid pops between worlds, bursts him. One shot, Ayla contributes. The burn, the auto is enough. A bit of an overcommit from 100 Thieves, but who cares? They're so far ahead. There's a Cocoon, but On is also caught out. He repels up. He's looking for a target to get away. Beijing has to command, but with that, he's sealing his own death warrant as well. The first LPL team is getting bodied by a couple of risky Thieves. There's a shutdown there, but meanwhile Knight has to flush away from Dokla, who's under a turret, who's destroying the best mid laner of the East right now. Flush away, no. Dokla, just then 100 Thieves show up after getting defeated by VKS, after everyone saying they're a failure of a team. 100 Thieves just beat the crap out of the LPL.
1-0. 100 Thieves will find themselves
to do that. Certainly so. He has done so much for this FlyQuest team over the last couple of years that they have stuck together. And we just get, okay, so Faker did have some big seismic shoves the other day. Plan is here because definitely playing with fire.
So we do have the Summoner Spellbook on the side of Keria and T1, but not FlyQuest. They're going to have 3 men here first, but T1's bringing in the cavalry. It's going to be Doran here, your initial target. Quad, however, targeted by T1. Doran losing about half HP. Whippo still looking for more. He's got Doran in the death realm, but Keria's Bard has made his way in here with the Summoner Spellbook teleport. Keria showing up, looking to make the difference. Doran down to 200 HP with Whippo's flashback over the wall. Quad trying to escape, and he has to flash now too. It's the Keria Bard difference, looking to change the fight as Quad wants to get out here through the realm lord, but he does manage to escape. Doran still looking for a little bit more. He wants to go all out, and Inspired has to flash. Time as Busio ready to follow up here. Gumayushi now in some danger. The death realm has been unleashed, and Whippo's going in after the T1 AD carry. Gumayushi's about to get taken out, but he gets away on a magical journey. Whippo's chase is overdone, and it's first blood to Keria's Bar.
He's trying to make the most of it with a blue steel.
Yeah, he wants to get it, but Inspired has the better smite. Now Busio using the Pop Blossom, tries to find enough, but instead he only finds his way into the grave. Another kill of it at T1 as Inspired has to try to escape with the Weaver's Wall from Faker. Wants to lock him up. Inspired wants to sidestep the seismic shove, but no way! Into the game. The Herald is spawned. Yeah, Inspired's doing that right now, but he's 0-1-0. No plays made, while Owner goes for another one down here in the bottom lane, looking to maybe take out Quad, who goes for the Realm Warp to escape. Busio coming up to try to help him, but Keria is also here. Redemption comes down, and Quad is dead. Faker taking a kill on that one as FlyQuest want to try to find something else back. It's Masu moving forward, trying to cut off the escape from Keria, and Owner caught by Doran as he tries to take the Rift Herald, and that's almost a kill, but Inspired gets away there as the third and Tofo strike won't connect. Now Faker looking for maybe another kill here on Busio. Whippo wants to help him. Tangle Barbs won't hit, but the flash into the Death Realm. Whippo wants Faker, but he is denied. Faker making distance, but ultimately shut down. Now Owner's gonna try to get away. The Mordekaiser post-Death Realm is very powerful, but he already used his flash. He cannot catch up. Busio wants to go in for the Pop Blossom, and he finds it, but he's about to die. Keria and Gumayushi on the approach. Whippo rooted up under turret. T1 pick up both.
They still find the kill in the end.
Oh, Keria's just messing with him at this point. Busio jumping forward, looks for the Pop Blossom. Meanwhile, down here in the bottom lane, bit of a problem for Whippo. At least they got the shutdown onto Keria up in the top side at the same time. Whippo wants to try to get one kill before he comes out of the Death Realm, but it's not gonna happen. The Grasp can't quite find the kill. Force their way further into the enemy jungle, but the Realm Warp into the immediate Pop Blossom. It finds Owner, but nobody else. Now Gumayushi under a little bit of pressure here on the side. Inspired goes in with the Cataclysm, but Busio's first to die. Owner still trying to get away. Flashes into the rush to buy a little bit more time, but a Cathian Rain gets him. T1 still got more men. Quad in the middle of everybody, and he's cut down by the blades of Gumayushi. Whippo's in the Death Realm for a little bit longer. He'll take out Keria, but what about afterwards? There's no way to survive a triple kill for Guma. As long as he doesn't greedy recall, he gets stuck somewhere.
Yeah, he's chilling. Meanwhile, the Otacon, as you can see, being taken by Faker and Guma. It is a little dicey, but you can avoid those spells pretty easily. Just stick in towards the center.
Oh, you can hear
kills. They increase their gold lead. Here we go, another play for FlyQuest.
Yeah, Inspired stepping very far forward here and about to die. The Cosmic Binding as he gets back over the wall. Buys enough time for Faker to take him down. Yes, there's a Pop Blossom, but T1 has already won the fight. Busio goes over the wall, and Quad goes back to the spawn platform. Masu's next. T1 are just playing better. Back in the mid lane, Whippo at least tries to find something here in Aguma Yushi. He's got him in the death realm. The feathers fly, but the Xayah dies. A shutdown to Whippo, but Doran's not gonna let it go unavenged as Whippo is the last to fall and T1 get an ace for 2.
Whippo got the shutdown onto Guma Yushi.
Well, that's something, but they're gonna need a whole lot more. Carrier getting caught out here a little bit, but where's the damage from FlyQuest? Tempered Fate doesn't really get anything here. Third and Tofo strike. Knockback into a knockback into a knockdown. Inspired's out of there. And T1 continue the push. Masu gets slowed down. Pop Blossom onto 2 to buy a little bit more time. But it's a double kill for Owner. Meanwhile, Doran trying to create a little bit of space. Does end up dying, trying to kill Masu off. Quad on the side. Tries to use Realm Warp for the escape and gets away. Gumiyushi's going to die to Whippo. But now he's in the back line. 1v3. He gets a double with a mace to the
9 stacks on his Dark Seal. Can he get a seismic shove? They're actually burning the Baron down.
The Baron's gonna go down. The Pop Blossom lands. They found some damage under Faker, and Masu's already assassinated him, but the Baron is gone. Gumayushi goes through the wall. The rest of T1 trying to get away with their Baron, but the Realm Warp wants to bring him in. A seismic shove to stop it. Owner's gonna be caught out now as he tries to re-engage on Masu. He's alone behind the FlyQuest lines, and more damage from Whippo is gonna at least get his Guardian Angel. Now T1, the remaining 3 players scattering back away as Owner tries to use the Blast Cone.
Almost 0 damage. They barely got through the Kennekrooken shield by the time that he walked away. Here we go, though.
Quad gonna be your target. Faker rides the Weaver's wall, trying to put the pressure onto the enemy mid laner, while Owner distracts everybody else on FlyQuest here at the same time. Remember, no GA anymore, and Whippo's got him trapped in the death realm. Shutdown for the Mordekaiser, and FlyQuest are looking for a little bit more. The chase is continuing, but they can't quite find any angle here. The Realm Warp is available, but there's not quite the range. Now carry the target here from Whippo. Tempered Fate hits nobody. Whippo in the middle of everything. He dies before he can find the shield. Dragon started by FlyQuest, but immediately responded by T1. Another seismic shove, this time on Busio. Pop Blossom with no value. Chemtech Drake over to Gumayushi. Doran trying to get away. Busio at 100 HP. Gumayushi still looking to step forward. Nice shove there onto Quad, but they aren't going to kill him here just yet. Seraph's Embrace shield keeps him alive. Realm Warp on the defense. Masu's going to try to get away with that as Inspired uses EQ to get over the wall. Now a teleport coming in from T1. It's Doran looking to cut him off at their own tier 3 turret here in the bottom lane. The Weaver's Wall delays Quad and Masu, and now Doran stands between them and safety. Whippo's trying to help out his team as Quad looks to turn it around. They found a route on a Faker, and Quad takes him out. FlyQuest continue trying to get away, but Owner has arrived. His clone Cyclone kills Inspired, and Quad barely gets away over the wall. Owner's still looking as Whippo has to flash. Masu gets up. Doran and Carrier are going to be running interference, and Owner and Gumayushi just melt this thing. Weaver's Wall won't allow FlyQuest anywhere near it, and T1 has already claimed the objective. Now Whippo's got to try to stay alive. Pop Blossom finds Faker. Gumayushi's already killed Busio. Masu flew into the back line, but he crash landed, and T1 tears him apart. FlyQuest thought they could take that fight.
Yep, Garrett takes care of 1 tower for his second, and the rest of T1 arrived to finish the job.
FlyQuest had a tall task, and they could not stand up to the moment. T1 prove why that number 4 seed title isn't what it seems, and they'll smash FlyQuest in this game.
They are warmed up already. T1 here, action-packed, another
Tank normally, and also not a tank later on in the game, but Jax also a pretty common matchup that we've seen historically into him, but Rek'Sai with the obnoxious top lane healing.
And HLE, what can they do? So HLE as well were one of the really early adopters of lane swaps, as we saw so many people up on split screen, in the split jungle, and everybody mid.
Immediately they go for the gang. That's what we're talking about with the Jarvan the EQ level 2. Shanks on the run, but the light's here as well. HLE chasing in full, but Tarzan and Kael are ready to try to help out their teammate. Shanks healing back up to 200 HP thanks to the potions. HLE looking for a little bit more, but there's the Tangle Barbs. Tarzan knocked back over the wall, but Zeka's in danger! First blood over to Shanks, and anyone's legend respond to the level 2 pressure, and they do it beautifully. A spear in the back.
Looks like Shanks has no intention of walking a whole lot further forward, as now down here in the bottom lane, you've got Zeus going all in, looking for Kael back in the mid lane. It's Shanks under pressure here yet again. If at first you don't succeed, try
this time. And Jarvan's coming to gank as well. 3 for Flandre.
Okay, Flandre trying to get out of here, but it's the flash into the pulverizer with the headbutt. EQ combo from Jarvan and Viper.
Lane, when there was only 20 seconds on Grubs, it makes it a little bit difficult to try to fight for those if AL's on top of it. Delight with the Hex Flash over the wall, and Delight is not in a very good spot, okay? Looks like it's beef for dinner. Feet of Warfare, claim.
This jungle invade, though, it's moving quickly. It's a Realm Warp over for a dive.
Okay, it's been 3-man plays all game. How about 4? Viper taking a kill credit yet again. Grand Star on these turrets, when they get the picks from overloads, they're not able to take the plates as fast, but now Kael looking to maybe catch out Peanut. He's in the middle of 3. He's in the enemy jungle, and he doesn't want to be there. He goes the EQ out, but the spear over the wall plus Flandre's damage.
Another TP coming in, ready to reinforce HLE. Drake down to 3,500. Tarzan putting a little bit more damage into it. Delight gets bound up. There's your Pop Blossom. Finds its way out of 2 as Kael has to try to get away, but the Hex Tech Drake has already been secured by anyone's legend. Viper goes on a killing spree. Tarzan goes back over the wall, and Viper goes in. The killer instinct of the HLE AD carry is ready to rip some heads off. It's a triple for Viper. It's about to be a quadra. Flandre takes one back, and Viper takes revenge. It might have been anyone's legend. They want to try to stop this. The Otacon's already down to about half HP, but so is Peanut. Teleport's coming in now from both sides. Zeus looking to go in, create a little bit of space, put pressure onto the back line. He's found his way onto Hope. Pop Blossom coming in, but it's not going to get a whole lot done. Zeus still finding the damage, and Viper's going godlike here into the back line. Kael is low, Flandre's down, as they will at least get a kill back on the anyone's legend side. It's Viper down alongside his mid laner as Tarzan fights back, misses the spear. It's flashed away by Zeus. Shanks comes around from the side. Anyone's legend with the huge team fight win. And I'm not gonna lie, you got me there. Anyone's legend. HLE both squaring off around the Dragon. Peanut's gonna get caught by Flandre here off to the side. Dragon loses some patience, resets slightly, but now Delight's looking for some kind of an angle here for an engage. The Drake goes over to Viper, but immediately the defensive Pop Blossom on Delight to try to control him. Anyone's legend have taken out the enemy support, but they need more because they've lost the Drake. Zeka wants to turn it around, but Shane CC bursts him down. This is a really risky thing. They're gonna look to take the bear, but it is secured by Peanut, but now AL's coming in to look to take the fight. Delight gets bound up here by the Tangle Barbs over the wall as Shanks is now going to be the target. Viper jumps in with a killer instinct. He's already found Shanks. Now he's found Hope. It's Viper. Fangs bared, looking to win the fight. He finally drops as Tarzan and Kael try to fight back. Zeus and Zeka need to take down the Pantheon, and they'll get him. Kael.
Okay. Small cooldown.
Redemption coming in. Zeus takes a little bit of damage. Delight tries to counterattack here. Finds Shanks immediately into the stasis there for the AL mid with the Pop Blossom. Also creating space for anyone's legend. The targeting everywhere. Zeus the first to die. Flandre's grabbing the kill. Anyone's legend's gonna run over the fight. Viper's gonna get all the way out of town, and Delight is dead too. Already been used. There's no execute. Peanut's in the enemy jungle. He's all alone behind enemy lines. Another Twin Fang connects. He wants to. What? What?
On the Hex Gate. Support.
All right.
Just finish it, Viper.
Kael's got to try to stop him. I don't think it's gonna, unless he Pop Blossom steals it. There's no way. He got it. Kael to steal it away. As AL now goes after the enemy AD carry. Viper's in some danger, trying to get himself away. Tarzan coming around on the flank. AL looking for more as Zeus wants to try to buy some time for his carry. Flandre still chasing after the Kaisa. Zeka about to die as the Seraphs only keeps him alive a moment longer. Delight will be your next casualty. Tarzan takes him out with the spear. Viper's still running, but he's running to the enemy base. It's a 2-for-1 that favors anyone's legend alongside securing the Hex Tech Soul. And here he is again, the man with the plan who went all in. And flash off of Zeka's rise. So that mobility now eliminated. Zeus going on a, what? think was an attempted pincer attack. Now trying to turn around back onto Shanks, but now it's Kael forcing out the early stasis from Zeka's rise. Flandra buying time off on the right while Zeka continues to tank damage. Zeyu's gonna be the first to die as Hope continues firing after him. Secures anyone's legend.
Just go for the fight. Anyone's legend. Just go for the fight.
And there they go. They're diving in. Delight's going to be the first target, and he already lost 80% of his HP. Unbreakable will not live up to the name. Shanks puts the slows in on Peanut, and the rest of the team is ready to follow. Miasma keeps him close enough, and he cannot use his Cataclysm to buy any time. Now into the Petrifying Gaze onto Zeka. Anyone's legend just cleaned up 3 more. Zeus has respawned, but now it's only 2 players alive on HLE. They're trying to make a catch onto Shanks as he teleports in. They find some good burst, but he's still got the stasis. Kael defends him. Kael goes on a rampage. Anyone's legend looking to push down mid and win the game.
They're gonna do it, Flowers. Should be easy. Tarzan's looking for 1 more kill onto Viper, but it's actually going to Hope.
Between the number 2 seeds of the top 2 regions at Worlds 2025, but Anyone's legend comes out on top.
Wow, that was a fun one. Analysts, I hope you had fun watching that one. For Trundle, so we'll see how Skumon is able to navigate that one. But G2 have just set up a very standard comp, Flowers.
Yep.
Super duper standard here. As far as their front to back, you know, Xin ultimate create a lot of space, Sion create a lot of space.
So real quick,
recalls.
Because earlier we were talking about, and the desk was talking about the fact that, you know, people get frustrated because people who don't. Let's see, this wave is about to crash in, and as soon as it does, Kanavi is going to show his face. Lebrov goes for the grand entrance as Hong tries to get away. Broken Blade wanted to get something, but all he gets is first blooded. They even get the kill over to Jackie Love. There's no more minion wave.
Oh yeah, Kanavi, a lot of damage he was able to do to Skumon, and Skumon flashed already.
Oh, Hong's trying to go in and get the root. He finds it, but Skumon is so tanky here on the Xinjiao with the drain tank ability. It's not going to matter. He does finally drop. Hong still taking hits from the minions from the Gleaming to shove these waves up as 369 has to deal with being outnumbered by G2 up in the top lane at the same time. Broken Blade crashes his ult into the turret, and now the wave continues to move forward. Kanavi's going to go ahead and start it off here with a Subjugate, and that is it. Beats of Warfare claimed.
But this Aatrox can have some potential to chase down as well, and the Aatrox is actually getting focus at the moment.
Yep, he trapped BB with the Infernal Chains, kept him there long enough for Kanavi to show up. Yes, Sion is a tanky champion, and yes,
Here.
okay, Skumon and Lebrov coming in. Cream probably going to be your target. There goes in for the grand entrance. Defensive shockwave. Lebrov still locked up underneath the turret, but Cream goes down. Skumon and G2 are on the board, but now Skumon and Caps out to try to get away. Defensive ulti coming out from the Xinjiao. Hong trying to lock up Caps. Shurima Shuffle's not going to work, and Caps is dead. Now G2's in a ton of danger. Kanavi's coming around on the side. Skumon staying alive for now, but 369 needs a little bit more damage. Lebrov with 200 HP. Lebrov chomped down. Back to Caps goes in. Flashback out from 369. The Otacon down to 3,000 HP. The Aatrox keeping everybody distracted now, but he's got to be careful because he's in World Ender, but he's got no flash. Everybody from G2 piling in on 369. The Aatrox won't die fast enough. Sterix Gage pops to keep him alive. Broken Blade is already down. Everybody on G2 is eviscerated. 369 with one last Deathbringer stance. Rips the life out of Broken Blade and stays alive himself. Jackie Love chases forward with the auto attacks. It's an ace.
Yeah, they're trying to clear out the vision, but G2 have some lingering wards. They walk up though.
Hans Sama immediately forced to ulti defensively. Jackie Love wants to go in, he flashes to the side. Hans Sama all the way back away with a defensive flash from his Caps with a massive Shurima Shuffle. Jackie Love is down, and top Esports might be in some danger. Caps is next to die. Cream back over the wall. Double kill to Kanavi. It looked like Caps might have found the miracle that G2 needed, but top Esports
Taking it out, just walking back in, trundling around as he does.
Skumon defensive ult trying to stay alive as top Esports moves forward. Caps goes in for the shuffle. He finds Jackie Love, but where's the follow-up damage? Jackie dies, but so does Caps. 369 in the middle of everybody, still staying alive, and they finally kill him off. Broken Blade trying to get away. Redemption coming down, but it ain't gonna heal him in time. It's 3 people would have of them potentially having a throw here. There has been no such thing. TES now on the verge of winning their first game here at Worlds 2025. Caps wanted to go after Jackie again. Didn't quite get him this time, and that should mean the end of the game. Nexus turrets both about to die. 3-6-9 under a little bit of pressure. Here's LeBron, Charms up, Hong, they get that kill at least. Scumon's gonna drop dead next though, as LeBron and Broken Blade head back into the fountain. And the remaining 4 players on Top Esports are not gonna let them leave. It's Top Esports coming out swinging, 22-7. They'll take down G2.
That's why you need to fear Top Esports. That right there.
Running out.
His second most played champion of all time does not get locked in.
Nope, it is the Sivir instead, the extra
teams. I believe it was like 6 and 5. These 3
Big
together.
deal is the solo lanes. Excuse me. Oh, hold on, Keen's in some danger.
Hey.
PSG are going in for the first blood. Keen, it's first blood. Oh, we are going to full send for a scuttle crap. This is the name of the game right now. Duro joins up, only level 5 on the Braum. Karsa's coming around for the crab. The public execution comes in from Keen. Gen.G, they're ready to go in after the enemy jungler. Heroic entrance comes smashing down. Karsa's getting away just barely. Canyon down to 300 HP. It's going to be another kill coming in. But this one goes over to Gen.G. They keep Canyon alive. The Wukong much to lose. Ruler's gonna drop the culling now just to further force them back. Defense is on the hunt from Betty and Woody. Meanwhile, back in the mid lane, Chovy's gonna be the target here yet again, trying to get himself away as the Swain ulti is used. Karsa tanks the turret and Maple gets the kill. So combos get even more fun. Watching the world's best Lucian players play Lucian is always such a treat, as PSG, Karsa and Woody coming down to help Maple, going in after Keen, public execution, defensively trying to get away. He has the shield, but it does not shield.
Just on minion cleanup duty, and Keen is the target, Flowers.
Okay, once again, they're just full sending the same play over and over,
and it's
over
working.
And over, it ends up working. It's similar to... And now they are ready to use that whenever they possibly need to. Duro steps forward. He's going to get bursted down before we can defend anything. Now Canyon's going into the back, but he's already been exhausted. There's not a lot of damage there. Betty back over the wall, but Woody is already dead. Chovy takes the kill. It's a 1-for-1. PSG is on the approach. Charging up the Galio taunt. Maple now in the middle of everybody, but he's going to get focused here. Has to back off a little bit. Otacon down to half, but that's nowhere near close enough to try to burst it down. PSG now.
Bueno, that Gat is down.
Yep. Without the Swain ulti, they are at a significant disadvantage. Otacon pulled to the backside of the pit, has 2,400 health remaining. Looking to burst that one down as Keen's gonna distract everybody with the Grand Heroes entrance coming right in over the top from Chovy. Duro's trying to help him out. Duro's gonna get burned down. Aja takes out Keen and Duro both for a double kill, but the Otacon goes over to the side of Gen.G. Betty and Maple trying to get themselves away from this one. Ruler grabbing the kill on Aja. Canyon jumps in, goes after Betty here. Chovy's in a killing spree. Betty tries to get away, but it's an ace for Gen.G.
Glad we got the replay, man. Duro again, face check.
Duro with the face check, but he's already got the backup coming in. The Galio has arrived. Chovy's gonna pick up a rampage here with the first kill as Ruler puts the bullets into Maple, and the Swain is stacks up those concussive blows there on Woody, and Betty's got to be careful because Ruler's auto attacks are ready to go. He dashes forward, a little bit more damage there, as now it's Canyon ready to finish it off with a killing spree. They're gonna take out both of the enemy bot lane duo, but it does cost here. And Woody and Maple are gonna have to be a little bit careful. Duro raises the shield, and Canyon has already found the flank. There's the Cyclone into the Galio knockup we were talking about back in draft. Ruler's on a rampage. Maple is gone. PSG scrambling. Karsa's the next target. Nobody else dies unless Keen has something to say about it. He'll pick off Aja, and now Betty's gotta try to escape. The Mbessa leads the charge, and Chovy's coming up right behind them. Betty and Woody on full retreat now for Nexus turrets next. First Nexus turret under fire, but Betty's under more. That's Chovy dominating as the enemy AD carry is down, and Karsa's about to join him. Ruler's gonna pick up another one as the second Nexus turret falls. The respawns are coming in from PSG, but they can't even get up the fountain steps. Gen.G going for the end of the game at 27 minutes. Canyon might have died, but it will not matter. Gen.G come out strong and take their first win.
Gen.G here in the end as Dom.